Hello, everybody. This is Hans from TTK's channel and also from Finel. Today we are going to be continuing with the Final Nights, or not Final Nights, the Return to Bloody Nights. Uh, we last left off on Wednesday and we finished that up. We also found a couple Easter eggs around or maybe two. But today we're going to see if we can finally beat Thursday. I did do a couple playthroughs and it didn't go so well. But we're gonna see if I can beat it this time, and I'm sure I can. Uh,
Greetings, Night Guard. Congratulations on making it to Night 4. I must say, I'm impressed with your work so far. You're doing a fine job, and I'm proud of you. My neck. Feels like it's been bitten in half and twisted like a pretzel. I slept like a rock last night, but I woke up feeling like I got hit by a truck. I had this weird dream where I was half robot, half human, and let me tell you, it wasn't pretty. My legs were replaced with rusty old scrap metal, and I was clunking around like some kind of junkyard Frankenstein. Can you imagine me like that? Talk about a nightmare. Anyway, enough about my weird dreams. Now, I must confess, I forgot to mention something earlier. We have some new robot prototypes in the building that we just introduced yesterday. My apologies for not mentioning this earlier, but you handled the situation like a pro, and no damage was done. Kudos to you. Now, those robots are brand spanking new. They haven't even had their first oil change yet. They require some more work before they're ready for prime time. And to be honest, they're giving me the heebie-jeebies, especially that new bunny one. But, on the bright side, that bunny's new hide-and-seek function is going to be a hit with the kids. Just make sure it doesn't start seeking you out, too. But I'm confident you'll handle it. You seem like a tough cookie. Alright, so stick to the standard procedures and keep those robots out. Oh, by the way, I'm glad you participated in this morning's voice recording session for the tapes. You sounded fantastic. Who knows, maybe I'll need you again for any updates. Now, hold on a moment, I'm being interrupted. What's up, Karen?
okay, we don't need to hear the rest of that. But this night is pretty hard. I did do a couple playthroughs of it, and it was actually quite difficult. Um, I did do an Easter egg one, but it didn't really go well. But let's let's just hope we get through this night and stuff like that. Gets me every time. Okay. Nope. It's the sound cues I have to listen for, and they're really getting heavy on it. So I might need to be silent here for a bit, just so I can listen. All right, this is Future Hans here. So right now I'm trying to really focus in and trying to listen closely for the audio cues. Um, the Peekaboo Bonnie or the Peekaboo Spring Bonnie or the hide and seek, whatever they call it. What I did is I would close the door before he comes around, and I believe I kind of open it a bit too quick. No, I don't. But you also have to be really patient with that Spring Bonnie, or else they would you know come in and scare you, and boom, you're dead. So that's Peekaboo Bonnie. Fredbear and Spring Bonnie are just about the same. You need to listen for their audio cues. However, the suit Fredbear is the one I hate the most, because you can't really hear well with him speaking, and that's usually how the game is made and how he was made specifically, so you can't really hear. But as you can see here, I'm frantically looking to the left and right just in case if I didn't hear any like breathing, as some of you would hear if you played the game. But The marionette behind you is quite a little bit fidgety, because if you look behind, then they're like right there. You need to like listen to their audio cues as well. But as the night continues, like it gets harder and harder, and like the audio cues you need to listen out for and stuff like that. But as you can see here, I'm trying my best to be silent and like listen to the audio cues. The suit Fredbear is one of the hardest because you can't really tell if his voice is either further away or up close. But what I do know is that if you he doesn't really make a sound as soon as he gets to your door. He rather just stands there and he crouches down. And then he makes a little boom sound when he goes away. But the mistake I have made is that I wasn't patient and I panicked. But you'll see pretty soon coming up here about the videos. Um, but this was originally just 32 minutes long, and it was just 2 nights. So, and that kind of made me sad because I'm only doing 2 nights in 32 minutes. But I also did a playthrough for his Easter egg, and there I am dying.
Hurt him.
So
Like, how quick do I need to be?
I'll send you back
Oh, man.
to recording me. Okay, so it seems like I need to be really quick. Oh, let's get this over with. Oh my goodness. I don't need to hear you. Thank you. Hey, it's editor Hanz again. I do go quiet again, so that's why I started recording again. But so you see here how I put my camera on one specific hallway. It is because of Peekaboo Bonnie. I need to make sure that he is there, and I need to make sure that like he is coming straight for my door and stuff like that. But I also need to make sure that um, my monitor doesn't heat up too fast. I haven't really experienced the monitor break down because of heat, but I do know that if it does, that it'll most likely restart or it'll break down. And I'm trying my best, trying to listen for any sound cues I hear. So like either Spring Bonnie or Fredbear or the marionette. The marionette would rarely begin to make sounds like right there, and the fact that Fredbear and Spring Bonnie just came right at both at my doors at the same time and I survived it was pretty surprising. But that's what you have to be quick and look out for, or else either of them will get you. You have around, I believe, 5 or 6 seconds to look at one door, close it, look at the other door, and close it. But what I made the mistake of is I didn't get to the door fast enough, and I ended up dying in that playthrough. But what I'm doing here is I'm listening to see if the cues get louder for Suit Fredbear, and I'm listening if there's any other cues, just like Fredbear right there. Um, you can't really hear their sound cues most often, but what I do know is that if you listen very, very closely, they'll be as clear as day, and I like that a lot, quite a lot. But if you don't have your headphones on that much and you like use this without headphones, I'd suggest using headphones. But I think what I did here is I was impatient with Peekaboo Bonnie, and I kind of opened the door quick because Peekaboo Bonnie will stay at your door for a while and they will come and attack you. But it didn't happen this run. It happened in another run that I did. Or I believe it is in this video. I just haven't gotten that far in editing. But what I do know is that you need absolute focus and absolute silence to be able to get through these last 2 nights. I haven't finished Friday yet, but I know that Friday is going to be one where I will be making more of these recordings from editing me. And as you can see here, I close the door because I hear the breathing and I hear the silent footsteps. Fredbear, I haven't heard so much of, and that really got me on my toes, is because I didn't hear Fredbear, and Fredbear is usually the one that comes from the left. But I usually check the left to see if the guy is there, and there I
I
go.
opened the door! Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and there I am. I died.
Oh.
So I'll bring you back to me, and you'll see me again in
Oh,
our
be
recording.
patient before opening. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh, man.
Alright, so after you saw me die there, I completely went silent because I started to lock in fully. Just to beat this one night. You heard me. Just to beat this one night. I had to be completely silent to hear what I needed to hear and to see what I needed to see. Um, but you can see how I'm stopping and I'm freezing in place. It's because I'm listening very closely to either door, and also looking behind me for the marionette. You can sometimes hear the marionette time to time, but it's kind of hard to hear. You can hear her jingle, which is pretty helpful, but sometimes you can't, and she's like almost all the way out of her box, and which is pretty bad. But you can see how I'm just quickly doing stuff here and waiting and listening. As you can see, I closed that door because I heard Spring Bonnie on the right. But you can also see how I'm quickly checking the camera and quickly clicking off, and it's because I'm trying to look for uh, the Spring Bonnie that plays peekaboo and runs to your door. Fredbear was there. I closed the door on him. Sometimes I do check that door. Sometimes just because I really forgot, but sometimes I check it to make sure that I didn't miss anything, and I probably thought I heard some breathing, and I just check and I went to go see. As you can see here, I quickly shut the door because I know the Bonnie will quickly come to the door. Um, a peekaboo Bonnie will quickly come to the door. The more as you stare at that Bonnie, the more like it will run at your door. So as soon as it notices you looking at the door, it will quickly run to your door. That's why I closed it right before. Um, Suit Fredbear is quite the one you have to look out for because the audio cues aren't really that good, and as you can see there, he was right in front of the door. Um, but as I continue throughout this night, I continue listening very, very closely. You can also hear Suit Fredbear on the other side of the door, but you can't really hear him because I'm speaking to you. But as you can see that I quickly opened it and he was out there. So after you hear the bonk on the door and after you don't hear his voice anymore, you would quickly open the door, and his entire thing would be reset. The marionette, on the other hand, was a big issue because you can't really hear her jingle, and you need to quickly turn around, or else she'd get you. But I'm not trying to find any Easter eggs. I'm trying to quickly get through this night. As you can see here, I'm trying to get through this night, listening very, very closely, and you also need to be pretty quick on these things. As you can see there, I did the same thing. I closed the door before he could say peekaboo and look into the camera. As Suit Fredbear is there, I do kind of panic because I know he is getting close. That's why I frantically look at the door. because he doesn't really have a sound cue of how close he is to the door. Maybe except for him being louder, but if you quickly like don't open the door as quick as you or close the door quick enough, he will quickly kill you. As you can see, he was right there. But it's like a timer. A timer where you can quickly, yeah, it's a timer where he would still be at the door, and you would still hear his voice. But then, as soon as you hear the the knock or the bang, it would he would quickly go back away to his original position. Earlier, you could see how I didn't shine the light on Marionette. Well, that was because if I shined the light on Marionette and went back and closed the door, I would have been dead already. But and that's why I closed the door before I shined the light on Marionette, because I know Marionette has a more tolerance than Swing Bonnie does. But I'm trying to listen here, and I'm trying to listen for audio cues and breathing, and also shoot Fredbear there. But as he gets closer, you can't really like hear him like get up to the door, and you can't really hear that audio cue that he's there. His audio cue isn't perfectly timed for how he gets to the door, but it is cued for how loud it is. So if he is right up next to the door, he will be right there. See how he was at the door, but he returned back to his original position. But he gets quicker as the night goes on, and as I continue to shut and open the door, oh boy, as he continues to shut and open the door, or as I continue to shut and open the door, I need to be completely calm during this while being quick and fast. That's what you need in the majority of these FNAF fan games is patience, calmness, and also quickness. As I continue to frequently look at Suit Fredbear over there, I try to make sure he isn't directly at the door, and sometimes I would think he would be directly at the door, but he wasn't, and well, that was a thing. But and there he is right at the door. You can hear quickly how loud his voice gets as he gets to the door, and which something I should do what during the next what's the word during the next playthrough I do while recording. Right now I am resting up because after trying to defeat Friday, it was pretty hard. I wasn't able to do it, but I believe in another episode I should be able to do it. But with everything that's going on with now, it's going to be quite stressful. But also you can see the little post-it note there and how it changed into the code. If you guys are wondering what the post-it note goes to and what the code is, or like what it goes to like one of those FNAF 3 little games that you type on either the tiles or you press on the cameras. And I did try doing a playthrough of that, but it almost took me an hour to complete that all, and it was pretty stressful just to do that by itself. I had died at least 80 times, so that's why I didn't upload that video or upload it to YouTube, because it'd take too much for editing, and I'd be here the entire night. But as we get closer to 5 a.m., and it's 5 a.m. right now, I continue to keep listening into like the Marionette or Suit Fredbear Swing Bonnie, and I continue to like keep listening. But as this gets closer and closer to the end, other stuff would happen. So I'll see you guys when the next recording is.
This. Oh, that was more than just stressful, and that's Thursday. Oh, dude.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So what I'm thinking here is that this Fredbear, he has audio cues for when he comes closer. And then there is Fredbear and Spring Bonnie, which obviously have audio cues. The marionette does not have an audio cue though. Nor does the Peekaboo Spring Bonnie. So let's see if we can beat Friday. All based on sound. All based on sound. And because last night it was a breeze. But let's see if we can beat Friday. Let's hear this.
I'm calling to express my condolences. I can't even imagine what you're feeling right now.
Thank you, Henry. Without a doubt, this is a tragedy.
I'm sorry, William. If there's anything I can do.
It's too late for that. It's too late for everything.
I know. I've lost people too. I know what it feels like to feel that the world is coming to an end.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it's like to lose a child. You have a perfect life. Your happy family. You don't know anything. You don't know how I feel right now.
I'm sorry, William. I just.
Enough! Enough! You can't even imagine what's happening to me right now.
I understand that you're going through a difficult time, William, but please don't do anything rash. It won't solve anything.
You're right, Henry. It won't solve anything. But I'm not interested in solving anything. I'm interested in revenge.
What do you mean?
You have it all, don't you, Henry? A happy family, a fulfilling life, and yet, fate strikes without warning.
William, I know. I'm truly sorry about what happened. Is there anything I can do to help?
No, there's nothing you or anyone can do. But there are things that must be done.
What things, William?
That's not for you to worry about, Henry. Just remember this. Every action has a consequence, and some consequences are more dire than others.
Okay, what kind of villain arc is man on? Friday! Alright, I have no idea what to do about the cupcake, but
Hello? Hey, good job, night 5. Hey, keep a close eye on things tonight, okay? I just finished checking the CCTV camera footage and everything seems to be in order. You're doing great so far, but I need you to stay alert. We can't let anything go wrong, especially now. Now listen, I know things have been a bit strange lately. The building and the other restaurants are closed, and the police are still investigating the disappearance of around 6 children. It's a serious matter, and we're doing everything we can to help the authorities. Yet for some reason, police seem to think we're covering up evidence. But let me tell you something, that's not possible unless someone from our company is involved. And I can assure you we're not involved in any way. For Christ's sake, one of those children belongs to one of the founders of this place. The poor kid disappeared about a month ago. It breaks my heart to think about it. We will get to the bottom of this, though. Whoever is behind these incidents will pay if something bad happened to those kids, and for the damage they've done to our company's reputation. You can count on that. In the meantime, keep up the good work. Check on those animatronics and let's finish this week strong. And when this is all over, mark my words, we'll take this company to new heights. We'll have entire malls dedicated to our lovable characters. The future's looking bright, my friend. Anyway, I gotta run to the cinema to catch Electric Eel 2, The Slithering. Love the first one, you know. Alright, good luck tonight. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow.
All right, so this night's gonna be way harder, but I think I'll be able to do it. Just get through this. You just arrived! Oh, you just arrived, man. Ah. Okay. And I could do one more time, and then uh, let's just see what'll happen. Friday. Oh, this is a nightmare.
It's Hans from the future again. Um, this was my last playthrough before I make my next playthrough around like what 3 hours later. It was just really stressful because of how quick things were and how like I need to do things and especially just listening in general. You need to listen very very closely to the Fredbear suit, the Spring Bonnie and Fredbear, and as well as the marionette, as you can see there. But as the night continues, it stuff just gets really really fast, and it starts getting more and more tricky to do this stuff. But as it continues, it's more it gets easier because you begin to know like what their audio cues are, what their movements are, and how long to wait, how long to not wait, and stuff like that. So you can see the Fredbear suit getting pretty close to the camera there, or not camera, getting pretty close to the door. Um, but usually you would have to wait. And what I noticed from doing another playthrough, which will be in another clip, around 3 hours later, was the having both doors down. Even having one door down will increase the generator heat or stuff like that. If it overheats, both of your doors will open, and whoever is at it, well, you get the gist of it. It'll shut down, and you have nothing to do but wait till they come and kill you. But I learned that the hard way in the NAR clip, but the generator heat I thought was the marionette behind me, in which it wasn't. But then again, I pretty soon I think that Fredbear suit went away, but in reality it was Fredbear that went away. So it'll happen up here pretty soon, and real quick, right there. Oh wait, nope. Um, okay, so let me continue talking. Um, but as the night continues, Fredbear's suit will what I from experience, he gets quicker as you don't look at him, and that's what you originally want because you want him. You really don't want him at your door, but you want him close to your door. And if he goes away, you have more generator coolant and stuff like that. But we're getting pretty close to where I was dumbfounded and just yeah, we're we're getting there. But you need to listen very closely. Even though like the sound cues are quite loud, like you need to listen to hear like who went away, who is still there, and what is coming after you. And pretty soon I'll show you on how that did not work with me, and I need to just do other stuff. So here's the clip.
Okay. Oh, oh my goodness. I'm sorry, guys. I can't really talk much since you have to listen very closely. But man, I don't know. I might come back to the Return to Bloody Nights. And I might play something else like like Final Nights, but yeah, I don't know. But or some other fan game. But thank you all for watching. Go down to go down below, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment comment what game I should do next. Um but anyways, thank you all for watching. Have a good day, night, afternoon, wherever you are. And I'll pick this back up in another episode. But thank you all for watching. This is Hans. Oh, try beating this. The entire session of the recording you're watching right now with my voiceover of me editing it, this I was completely silent around 3 hours after the first recording because I knew Friday would be a pain in the butt, and I knew that it'd be pretty painful just to get through it. But what I do know is that you need to listen. You need to, like, I shut that guy up right there. You need to be on your top game to be able to get past this level, and I believe that Saturday will be even worse. That's mainly why I don't want to do Saturday. But then again, if this video gets up to like around 10 likes or 15 likes, um, that I'll do Saturday with like Witted and TTK and stuff and people like that. But mainly what I want to do is I want to skip past this and play other fan games. I was thinking about making a video pretty shortly after this was uploaded about another FNAF fan game. Still have yet to figure it out, but I'm thinking about maybe either Joy of Creation or like story mode or something around those lines. Or I was gonna play like some just some like games in general. I'll have to find some that I haven't seen anything on, so I'd be completely clueless on. But yeah, but during this entire session, I was dead silent, and yeah, you'll see. I heard it. I heard it. What was I supposed to do? I heard it. I heard the knock on the door. Unless that was Fredbear. You absolute idiot. Oh, let's try this again.
You're not alone here. There are others trapped in this nightmare with you.
Yes! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Was I recording? Yes, I was. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah.
It has been many years since
Oh.
the incident that changed everything. I have done unforgivable things since then. The missing children. It was all my doing. But do not mistake my confidence for remorse, for I am not sorry. My animatronics were always meant to be more than mere entertainers. They were created to wield fear, to evoke terror, and bring forth the ultimate consequence:
Happened to me like twice.
death.
More than
Oh,
twice.
Elizabeth, my sweet Elizabeth. She failed to listen to me, and she became the unfortunate victim of a programming error, a mere flaw in my creation. But I could not bear the burden of responsibility, for that would tarnish my flawless image. Instead, I pushed the blame away onto others, for I could not admit fault. And then there was Charlotte, Henry's daughter. I could not bear to see him bask in all his happiness and receive all the credit for our work. My jealousy consumed me, and I had to take matters into my own hands. Do not think for a moment that I fear the consequences of my actions. I am not guilty, not in my mind. I meticulously crafted the evidence to make it appear as though Henry was the one responsible, for I had bigger plans in mind. Plans that require my full attention and dedication. I have built a new place for my new creations, a place that will instill wonder and fear into the heart of all who bear witness. And soon, I will reveal what is coming next.
Ooh, sister location. Is it done? Oh my goodness, yes. Oh, you don't know how stressful that is, guys. I'm sweating. Man. Oh, I don't know if I'll do Saturday. I made this recording all just because I wanted to beat Friday. That's all. Oh, lost child Susie Chambers. Man, Susie Chambers. Fritz Thompson. State of Utah Hurricane. That's in the books. Utah Hurricane. Jeremy Mitchell. Utah Hurricane. Gabriel Miller. What does that say? It's missing since Monday, June 27th, 1983. Last seen 9 p.m. at UT-9, UT-59. Cassidy McClay. Ooh. Honestly, I was reading none of the credits. I was reading the stuff in the background. Yes. I'm not doing Saturday. Unless people want Saturday, I will do Saturday if this video gets at least 10 likes, maybe 15. But if we get to that, I will do Saturday, and you'll see me suffer the entire time while I do Saturday. But thank you all for watching. Uh, this is Hans from the finale series. I have officially finished The Return to Bloody Nights. Oh boy, it was hard, but you know, some things just have to come to an end. Thank you all for watching. This is Hans here, editor slash actor slash producer of these videos. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.